Now, in the presentation I'm going into right now, I'm going to go through both the Argentinian option and also the Antarctic option. Now, of course, you're coming to Antarctica, and there's the itinerary: 10-day journey to Antarctica, February the 22nd until March the 4th. The price is 12,950 X or Schweier. Now, whilst it's separated, the Argentinian component option, everybody, when they realise the value it is and how it adds value to the expedition, joins us for the couple of days before we leave and a couple of days afterwards. I'm going to go through now as if you are enrolling in both the Argentinian option and the Antarctic trip. So, we fly into Buenos Aires, Argentina, the capital of Argentina, and just go back 1 second. So we fly into Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina, where we undertake activities. Argentina's up about here, where I'm putting my cursor right now just above the word Patagonia. And then we actually leave from down here from Ushuaia, fin del mundo, they say, end of the earth. And that's where we sail down here, where my cursor's going down onto the peninsula, and I can go through that in more detail. For the moment, we undertake activities in both Buenos Aires, in Ushuaia, and then we come down to the Antarctic component subsequent to this. On the 18th of February, we all get together for an evening of local dining and a private tango tuition with a friend of mine who's been living over there for a while, has got us into a club where we can get some private tuition and then actually put to practice what we've just learnt. So we fly to Buenos Aires. Our transit, our group will be met and give it transit transport from the airport to our hotels. Put all our bags in the van. There's Caroline, you just saw on a getaway, and off we go to a hotel. Beautiful city. They call it the Paris du Sud, which means the Paris of the South. The architecture is just quite stunning. Beautiful old coffee shops and cafes. We go down this particular day. We go down to Puerto Madero, which is like a whole new development area in Buenos Aires. Some great restaurants and cafes. A lovely restaurant I love to take you to is called Seguir de Vaca, which means follow the cow. And the Argentinians love their meat, and you really get a good steak at an Argentinian steak restaurant. So here we are, all getting together. Everyone's probably a bit tired after the overnight flight from the day before. There's direct flights nowadays from Sydney direct to Buenos Aires. Everyone getting together here and having lessons with professional dancers teaching us the basic moves of tango dancing, and then of course later on that night we're putting it to practice ourselves. The next day, wake up and go for a great private bus city tour, including the famous Recoleta Cemetery, artist area of La Boca, and that night going to I believe the best tango show in all of Buenos Aires. It's called Esquinas de Carlos de Gardel, which means on the corner of Carlos and Gardel. It's a beautiful city. We take under the city tour during the day, taking the old architects, that is Buenos Aires, down to the town centre, the town hall, the old embassy buildings. There's a lot of embassy buildings in Buenos Aires. The flores, the flower, a gift to the city. The weather, you can expect to be wearing shorts and t-shirts in Buenos Aires. It's very much like Sydney. Temperature quite humid, quite hot. Here we are going through Recoleta, very famous cemetery in the middle of Buenos Aires, where the aristocracy of Buenos Aires are buried, including the former president and wife of the president, Eva Perón, is buried. We go down to La Boca. La Boca means the mouth, and it's the mouth to the river. And down there, because it's near the port, a lot of the poor people back then couldn't afford paint, so they used to buy the paint or take the paint off left over from the boats and paint their houses all different colours. It's a very artiste area, a lot of tango dancing. Get your photo taken with local tango dancers, and it's a real cultural experience. That night we go to, as I said earlier, to Tango de Esquina de Gardel, a beautiful 3-course meal. You'll be picked up at your hotel, transferred to the club. 3-course meal, all sitting together there, and then as soon as the meal is served and eaten, and then the tango show begins. And what an incredible show it is. So it's an incredible show. The next day is the day that we fly from Buenos Aires down to Ushuaia.